Alright, guys, welcome to round 2. We've won the die roll again, so we'll be on the play. And I think we can definitely keep this hand. We're looking for more lands, so I'm going to get a basic here and try to get some more lands. Also, getting a dragon would be nice. So we're looking for dragons and lands. It'd be nice to inadvertently draw a land or draw a dragon off of the Serum Visions, and then that way we have... Yep, look at that. Okay, so we inadvertently drew the dragon, and then we can find a land. Perfect. Alright. Opponent's playing... Okay, they're playing some sort of Blood Moon strategy, probably. This is the new Ponza deck that's been getting a lot of play recently. Alright, so our opponent's going to probably Stone Rain us here or Blood Moon us here. Okay, they're going to play a Birds of Paradise. That's fine. Alright, and get in at us for 1. That's fine also. Alright, we will shock this in because if our opponent doesn't cast a spell into our mana again, we will use a Foul Tongue Invocation to make them sack a creature. Alright, they're up to 5 lands. Stormbreath Dragon, huh. Okay, I think here we are actually going to just make our opponent sacrifice a creature and then hope to rip a, well, yeah, maybe that's not what we should do. Alright, so we will counter this and reveal dragon. Okay. I was thinking that we can just try to use this Damnation, but I think that tapping out next turn is bad. This way we can, so this way we can still hold up a Snapcaster Silumgar Scorn. If our opponent tries to go in and like Blood Moon us here. Okay, Utopia Sprawl's totally fine. They are going to generate a lot of mana though. Blood Moon. Alright, so we will go ahead and fetch... See, this is so tough, because we need white mana for this, but I also want to just have our swamp available. Oh boy, I don't know if there's a right way to do this. I think we just have to get the swamp here, and then Snapcaster Silumgar Scorn this. So we're just hoping that the next card that the next land that we draw is a fetch land or randomly white source. Alright, so we countered that. Our opponent can still play another spell. No. Alright, and we of course drew the Drowned Catacomb, which is exactly what we didn't want to see. I'm going to go ahead and use the Foul Tongue Invocation now, because we don't want our opponent to be able to use to use as like all of their mana basically next turn. Alright, so they sacrifice their bird. We will definitely get in with the Snapcaster Mage. If they want to trade, we're fine with that. They can generate 6 mana next turn. Okay, Hazaret's pretty good. We can Damnation this next turn, and then after that, Foul Tongue Invocation to make them sack. Oh boy. Alright, so we have 5 lands. I think we're going to try to... trick our opponent here. We're going to keep these up and hope that our opponent attacks with both, and that way we can block the Arbor Elf. Let's see if this works. Okay, Kitchen Finks. That's not what we wanted to see. Okay. Huh. Alright, I think we're priced into blocking here, so we'll block. And I guess that's it. Yeah, I don't know. Not in a great spot here. No, I want to keep that one in hand. So we'll go ahead and Damnation. And pass the turn. So now we need to get rid of the Kitchen Finks, and then we can Foul Tongue Invocation. Go ahead and get a white source here, just so we can F6. Alright. So we're looking for either another Foul Tongue Invocation or a Fatal Push. Alright, a Minimo is neither of those things. We will go ahead and continue to look for one of them. Alright, we drew a Serum Vision. So I think that means we're dead. Not quite, but we're not in good position here. Alright, so we'll play that. Get the Serum Visions. Cryptic Command's actually not bad. Oh, and we can use the Dragon Lord Solemgar. Oh my goodness. Alright, so we're going to top the Solemgar, and we're going to try to take the Hazoret next turn. We're going to make our opponent sacrifice a creature, which will let us gain some life. So we're going to do it with this ability, I believe, on the stack is how we have to do this. Our opponent's probably going to is going to use this to make us, yeah, okay. So in response to that, hold on, that means we'll be taking... Yeah, okay. So we're going to go ahead and reveal that. Okay, cool. Sorry, I had to think about this. So we're going to go up to 9 here, down to 7. Oh, no, that still puts us dead. That still puts us dead. Okay. Still puts us dead. All right. We'll see if our opponent discards. I mean, there's no reason for them not to. Yeah, for some reason I thought we were gonna be 1 higher. Okay. Yep, that means we're dead. Alright, Hazoret's actually really good against us, so we're going to bring in the Celestial Purge for sure. That gets rid of some Blood Moons and other things like that. We're going to bring in the Disenchant again for the Blood Moons. Negate will come in, Dispel will come in. Actually, no, not Dispel, sorry. Negate will definitely come in, though. Duress seems pretty good. The other Solemgar seems good based on what some of the big things our opponent's bringing in. The Damnations are not that good. I think I'm going to leave 2 in, though. Collective Brutality is probably fine, but not great. Same with Nameless Inversion, probably just fine, not great. And this Dragon Lord's very bad, I think. Cut that one. And yeah, we'll do that. We need to make sure that our opponent isn't getting rid of our lands for the most part. All right, what does this hand do? This hand kills some mana dorks. And if we draw some lands, can eventually Cryptic Command. It's really good if our opponent's relying on lands. Or is relying on creatures. So I think we'll keep it. It's really close, though. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe we shouldn't have kept this hand. You guys can let me know in the comments what you guys think. I'm now that I'm thinking about it, maybe keeping this hand was really, really risky. Because we're going to be able to kill this bird. But we aren't necessarily doing anything after that. Alright, and same type of deal here. We have 2 Fatal Pushes, but nothing to do with them. If our opponent jams like a Blood Moon here, we're in a lot of trouble. Wow. That's really cool. Alright, so Stormbreath Dragon, the first one, and puts it on the bottom, and then reveals Arbor Elf with the second one. Wow. Okay. Let's find ourselves a fetch land. It's not a fetch land, but it is a land, I guess, so that's fine. We're going to go ahead... we'll probably just go ahead and do it now, actually. We'll just make our opponent sacrifice a creature. We don't have a dragon that we can reveal. But this will save us 4 life. We know our opponent's drawing Arbor Elf for the turn. Man, they have Tireless Tracker plus Clue. That's not good. Alright, Nameless Inversion is a draw. It's not a good draw, but it's a draw. We'll stop our opponent during their draw step. Okay, good. And they cracked that at the end of the turn, which is a big mistake. You never want to do that against a deck that can kill your creature. So our opponent's missing out on a Clue token because they got a little bit hasty there. You just want to let that land stay in play as long as possible and make me make the first move. Because I definitely would have probably made the move in combat. So they would have gotten one more Clue out of it if they would have waited until our combat. We know they still have a Arbor Elf in hand, so they might play that. Oh, no, I guess they could have put the Arbor Elf on the bottom. I'm sorry. I don't know why I keep saying they have an Arbor Elf. They revealed it. They probably put it on the bottom. All right, Relic's fine. Our hand isn't set up that way anyway. We'll get rid of the Nameless Inversion, I guess. Ojutai is not a good draw. Just pass the turn. Man, Kitchen Finks, okay. They got a Finks. Alright, Serum Visions. Draw or play that. Okay. Surprised our opponent just hasn't blown up this Relic, because they just need to, you know, put their foot on the gas a little bit, I think. We need to bottom, unfortunately, both of those. They're good cards, but we need lands. Well, if we can untap, we can start casting our Cryptic commands, which is good. We're still at 20, which is a very high life total. Eldritch Evolution, wow. What are they getting with this? That's really cool. Oh, getting a Hazoret. Okay, that's cool. We'll get rid of a Serum Visions, I guess. Alright. And we'll just go ahead and pass the turn here. See if our opponent tries to empty their hand a little bit here. Yeah, it looks like it. Okay, so they're going to play a Thrun, which is very bad for us. We'll go ahead and discard this Fatal Push. And we will bounce the Hazoret and draw a card, is what I think we want to do here. What's nice is that the Damnation is actually really good against the Thrun, because we can still make them, or still destroy the Thrun, even if they try to regenerate it, which is kind of cool. Alright, we drew another land, which is good. We're going to go ahead and Damnation now. So our opponent will basically need to spend their whole turn tapping out for Hazoret, and they might not be able to attack with it. Okay, cool. So they need to get rid of one more card from their hand. Okay, which they have. We can Fatal Push the Arbor Elf, which we will do. Okay. We're getting a little bit closer to being able to interact with this Hazoret. We need to bounce it and then counter it on the way down. Opponent needs to play one of these cards. Alright, a Magus of the Moon is something that we will counter and bounce the Hazoret. So unless our opponent has exactly land in hand, this will work out really well. No, okay, it doesn't appear they do. If they had land in hand, that could have gone disastrously wrong, but it didn't appear, I didn't think they had it. We kind of needed to make that play and just hope that they didn't have it. Alright, so we will play that tapped. And then next turn, if we draw a land, we can play Ojutai holding up Silumgar Scorn. Alright, that we will counter and draw. See if our opponent has a good follow-up. Not really. Alright, draw a land. We've been saying that all game. Alright, cool, we drew a land. We'll go ahead and get our basic planes. That way Blood Moon doesn't really do too much anymore. We've already used all of our cryptics. We'll play our Ojutai. Put our opponent on a 4-turn clock with the Tar Pits. Or with the Brutality. Okay, Utopia Sprawl's fine. Our opponent already has, like, infinite mana. Whoa. That's a cool Inferno Titan art. I haven't seen that one before. We will just go ahead and cast the Silumgar Scorn. We already have the dragon in play, so it'll be a hard counter. Don't want to show our opponent that we have a second one. Alright, and we'll just get in for 5. Huh. I guess we don't really have a very good removal spell, so we'll take that. I don't know. Maybe we could have taken the land there. I don't think it mattered too much. Eternal Witness is a good one. I guess that resolves. Alright, they're going to return Hazoret. Alright, so we'll go ahead and Fatal Push, or sorry, Hero's Downfall, the Eternal Witness. And then Foul Tongue Invocation, the Hazoret away. Alright, our opponent still is refusing to pop the Relic, which is interesting. Alright, we drew a counterspell, which is excellent. That's exactly what we wanted. Now we'll take a land, I guess. Yep, we'll take a Delta. That's fine. Alright, and then we are going to just go ahead and use this Brutality now. That means that our opponent will be dead next turn with our 2 Creeping Tar Pits. So we're moving on to game 3 now, and we're going to need to get a little bit lucky here, I think. See if there's any other cards here that I want to bring in. I think we're pretty good the way that we set up there. We just need to draw our lands. Maybe we should bring in the other, yeah, we're going to bring in the other Foul Tongue Invocation, and we'll cut the Brutality. Let's do that. Actually, this Duress doesn't seem very good. Alright. Well, we still got the Duress in our deck. Okay, I think we actually are keeping this hand for a couple of reasons. First off, we're able to fetch up a lot of basics, and we have a turn 2 negate for a Blood Moon. Still might not be fast enough, though. Alright, so it's more important that we get down double blue. So we will use this to get our first blue, and then we have the island for the second blue. Let's hope our opponent kept a 1-lander. This matchup's really hard on the draw. Turn 2 Blood Moon is crazy good against this deck. And really all control decks. I think they're trying to figure out whether or not they're going to need triple green or double red. I'm not really sure, actually, what's going on here. I mean, they have to name red. Alright, they chose red. Oh, sweet. It does look like they kept a 1-lander. Alright, so they'll have 4 mana next turn, but we'll have a... we'll have a negate up. Alright. We're going to go ahead and play the Polluted Delta because we want to be able to fetch another blue source, I think. Maybe. Alright, they have 5 mana. Alright, there's the Blood Moon, so we'll go ahead and get blue. And I guess we'll get black. We'll get blue and black here. Blue. Black. And negate the Blood Moon. The Blood Moon. Blah. Negate the Blood Moon. There we go. Alright. So we draw another Ojutai, which is unfortunate because we can't cast it because we've been working around Blood Moon. But hopefully the Jace will help us get there. Okay, that's cool. Opponent's got a Chameleon Colossus, which is real good. We're going to go ahead and play the Jace and just unsummon the Chameleon Colossus. We can take 1 with the Jace here. I think our opponent's trying to play the Chameleon Colossus again, but they... Oh, maybe not. No, maybe not. Stormbreath Dragon. Okay, that's real rough. Jace down. Alright, fortunately we drew our a Flooded Strand there, so we can actually get down our Dragon Lords now. They can't block a Stormbreath Dragon, but maybe we can find something that can kill a Stormbreath Dragon. So, yeah. We'll do that. Also, if our opponent wants to just not attack with the Dragon Lord, or with their Stormbreath Dragon, so that they can block our Dragon Lord, that's fine. That's almost like a removal spell for the Stormbreath Dragon. Alright, Thrun. So we're definitely looking for Damnation. That's the card that we're looking for. Alright. Well, that's not very good. I guess we're playing a Creeping Char Pit and starting to race our opponent. We are going to lose this race, but I want to at least be able to chip in for some damage here. We've just drawn too many lands. Nissa. Wow, that's a good draw. Yeah, I guess we have to take 10 here and then hope that we can get a Damnation on the... Ooh, Dragonlord Solomgar. That's a good draw. Wow. Yeah, let's play that. And we can take control of the Storm Breath Dragon. Cool. And then we can play tap land here. Awesome. All right, so now we can block the Thrun with the Dragon Lord this turn. And then we can play another Dragon Lord next turn. Chameleon Colossus is fine. Okay, we will block that. Because our opponent can't even regenerate. Oh, no, they can regenerate with the Arbor Elf. Okay, that's fine. We still needed to do that anyway, though. Celestial Purge. Okay, that's pretty good. Not on this board, but it's a good card. I think we just go ahead and play the Ojutai. And then we kill the Nissa and untap the Dragon Lord. All right. In response to that, we will untap the Dragon Lord. Blood Moon's fine. Alright, what is this thing? It's 4, so 4 mana to give it +X/+X. Do we just go to 1 here? Yeah, I guess we just go to 1 here. Yeah, I don't know if that was right or not, but we're going to 1. Then we can start throwing Creeping Tar Pits in front of it, I guess. Alright, Haven of the Spirit Dragon's pretty good draw. We're going to play the Watery Grave because of how Blood Moon works. It's actually like helpful for us to do that here. We can Monstrous this, which is funny as anything. Oh my gosh, I kind of like that. Alright, so that's what we're going to do is when we get to combat, we're going to Monstrous the Stormbreath Dragon. Oh my god. This is so funny. Oh my... I wouldn't have even thought of that. Watch our opponent just attack with the Thrun here. Please just attack with the Thrun. Okay, so what we can do here is we can... we can block... Huh. Alright, so this is what we're going to do. We're going to block like this. We're going to move 2 blocks. We're going to block like this. And like this. Yes. Okay. So we'll do that. Okay. In response, we are going to Monstrous that. So we get to trade with the Colossus. Alright, and then Celestial Purge that. Okay. Alright, we draw a Drowned Catacombs, which isn't great. But we will play the Haven of the Spirit Dragon and pass the turn here. Our goal here now is to chump with the Dragon Lord and then hopefully take one of our opponent's creatures or something similar. Alright, so we are going to... actually, I think this time we will go ahead and activate this Creeping Tar Pit. I shouldn't have tapped the other Tar Pit there. Alright, we'll move the blocks. Block here, block here. That'll mean our opponent will have to regenerate the Thrun. Oh, they didn't regenerate it because they forgot that it had Death Touch. That's so funny. Alright, see if we're dead here. Alright, Jade Light Ranger doesn't kill us, which is good. Alright, they have a Magus of the Moon on top. And they remain, or keep it on top, I guess. Alright, cool. So then at the end step, we will sacrifice getting back the Dragon Lord. 1, 2. Turn the Dragon Lord to our hand. Damnation's a good draw. We will... I think we need to kind of like bait our opponent a little bit. So we'll play the Sullumgar, take the Jade Light Ranger here. Play another land, pass the turn. Alright, opponent plays Magus of the Moon, that's fine. We cannot cast the Damnation now. So that's the one downside to this. I think we can just go ahead and get in with the Jade Light Ranger. Jade Light Ranger actually does more damage here. See if our opponent wants to block. Aw, man, Chandra. Jeez, good game for our opponent. We'll see if they tick it up, but that's a good draw. We weren't able to beat that anyway. Nope. Aw, man, good game by our opponent.